What's up, New Covenant? You're probably wondering what is going on for this Sunday, and we want to give you an update for that. Right now, we are in code orange for Erie County and for our zip code, which means that we are capped at 25 people maximum for worship services on Sunday or really any other time that we gather in this building. Here's what I want to let you know. In the midst of a time where we're being told what we can't do, I think it's important for the Church of God to think about what we can do. God is uniquely in this time giving us opportunity to creatively think about how to advance his kingdom. Let me remind you, when COVID hit in the spring, we didn't know what was going to happen. We thought maybe it would hurt the church, but the church has advanced in this time. God sovereignly has used what we are experiencing, what the enemy intended for destruction, to shake off of his church those things that keep us from moving the kingdom forward. And for most of us, it's very uncomfortable. He is making us uncomfortable so that we can think about and experience the Spirit of God in a way that moves his kingdom forward. So what does that mean for us? We're thinking about what we can do, and here's what we're going to do. Starting this Sunday for the foreseeable future, we, as long as we're in orange, we are going to meet in services of 25 or less. And we're starting this week with 5 services. It may need to be more. We're going to put live a opportunity to register for services 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 at New Covenant, 25 people each. We are here to serve you. Worshiping is important. Gathering together is necessary for our hearts and for our lives. And we believe that as we meet together, God meets us in powerful ways. And so I want to, this is what you can do. What can you do? You can attend on Sunday. You can still watch us on a live stream at 10 o'clock on Sunday. You can invite people into your home up to 10 to gather together and to worship together and watch the live stream. If enough people register and we fill up those 5 services, we will do what we can to add services in so that we can meet the needs of everybody that wants to worship. There are some people right now in the midst of this second wave that are wondering what this is going to look like for them. You can invite them to worship with you. Don't feel like this is exclusively for just people who've been part of New Covenant before. If we get overwhelmed with people who need to worship together, who need to be with Jesus, we will find a way to serve as many people as we possibly can. So make sure that you register now. Make sure that you register as early as you possibly can so that you can get a spot and you can come to one of these services. And don't wait to do that because it might get filled up. And we need to know if we need to add extra services because we want you to meet with us. That's what we're doing for Sundays. Our youth group is going to still continue to meet with 25 or less. If it grows over that, we'll put them in all kinds of separate places. Sundays for kids, we will have 2 services, 10 and 11, where we have kids ministry, a totally separate worship service where they're going to gather with under 25. Food Pantry is going to continue to meet on a weekly basis. It's essential to make sure that people are fed just as much as it's essential to make sure that people worship. So Food Pantry will continue to meet. Small groups will continue to meet. Those that meet on campus can meet under 25. If you're 25, that's too big anyway. But you can also continue to meet in your homes under 10. We are going to be obsessed with how God wants to use even the restrictions that the enemy meant to hinder to allow us to be the people who will move forward with what God can do. We are in a time where God is igniting his church. He's still peeling off layers of stuff that we have lived in comfortably, and he's advancing his kingdom through us. Would you join us in worship? Would you join us in serving? Would you join us in doing what you can do to make disciples at this time? His presence is important, and we experience it when we gather together in large groups. But his presence is also important to make disciples. That's a commission and mandate that we have been given, and that does not change. We do that in small groups and one-on-one. So ask the Lord what you can do to worship together in large groups. Ask him what you can do to be part of small groups or disciple making. Ask him what you can do to reach out to the community that you live in to do what he's asked you to do with your friends and your neighbors. Just like we asked when we started this, God has made his church for this time. Nothing has changed. We still have the Spirit of God that empowers us to take his kingdom wherever he goes. The good news is he grew his church, New Covenant, and his kingdom at large. In the last lockdown, he will grow his church now. Be confident. Come with us. Let's see what God would do. Love you. It's our pleasure to serve you. It's our honor to be your pastors. We love you. We'll see you Sunday. Let's see what God was going to do.